Hi everyone, it's Nat here. I'm on with a flip through of my finally completed envelope book thing, or envelope journal thing. In our group, I'll just say PPCC because it's easier. It's Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters, but from now on I'll try and just say PPCC. I usually leave the link down below for anyone that's interested in checking it out. We had a challenge, well, I put up a challenge to make something with envelopes, and I had your business style envelopes with windows, but it could have been any envelope, and heaps of people gave it a go, which was awesome to see. And it's been really cool to see what other people do with their envelopes, given me a lot of ideas. So I was very much inspired by Wendy Mason and Kristen Neal especially, because they do these amazing things with all these flips and flaps and tucks and all sorts. I'm not that clever yet, but I gave it a go, sat down one night with a whole heap of envelopes and just started putting them together. So this is what I've come up with. So it's vintage style. And they're all used business envelopes. They're quite torn and that now when I stuck them together. I've used a lot of book pages, pictures from an old book, fabric scraps. I used a tad of the Tim Holtz tissue paper, the collage paper, and just, various fabrics and that. So I did put some eyelets in. They're a little bit off center sort of to each other, but that's all right, and I've just tied it with a bit of string for now. I also used some of my paper ruffles and paper embellishments that I've made in my scrap busting videos. They came in really handy for this project. So that's the front page. So I'll just undo this. I had heaps of fun with this. I want to make a whole lot more. It did take a lot longer than I thought it would though, so the dates all came out of this book as well, and I've just put some of them on there, sort of shows the, roundabout date of the photos that are in here. So I added a pocket here. I can't remember, did I make that out of the envelope? Yeah, that would have been made out of the envelope that I just cut down. And then I made this tag in one of my videos that slips in there, and obviously the man shows through the little window at the front. So I've done a fair bit of stamping on this one as well, just here and there, and some journaling. I've left journaling spots so there is room to write in this. I've just used a lot of scraps and stamps. So it's another one I made. I made this one for a challenge that we had in the group as well, and thought I'd make it to fit in here. So it's a little altered coin envelope. That just slips in that pocket. So all these pockets were made from the actual envelope, or bits of envelopes and that. This is some beautiful paper that Mary just sent me. Thank you, Mary. And I thought that fit really nicely, so it adds that little bit extra writing space in there. And yeah, I just used some tea-dyed papers, coffee-dyed papers for some journaling areas. Just add some interest to the book page, to add some stamping and that as well, little scraps of fabric. So this one, you see the lady through the window, I put her there, and this is a bit of the book Carmen, so it's like she's Carmen. So yeah, a bit of fabric that I stamped on, a bit of journaling spot there. So this is a flip where I just cut open an envelope so it flips out like that. One of my ruffles, paper scrappy ruffles. So this page I think I did on camera as well, and I incorporated another one of our group challenges, which was to do a Rita Donnelly flip. So I've done that there. And in there I made this little tag, just with some scrap lace, picture and some stamping, so very simple. I've just recently purchased this pack of cards, which I really like, and it's a nice vintage, looks like a model of a vintage car. So I thought that slips in nicely there, and a bit more writing room. Now it's another window envelope there, Bit of a writing spot. That's another one of my scrap busting projects. So if you go into my playlists in my videos, I've started a playlist with scrap busting projects that I'm trying to do weekly, and this was one of them, as well as my ruffles, paper ruffles and that. So yeah, I love adding just little bits of scrap lace and that to this sort of thing. So there are 2 pockets here. So we've got this one that's got this little spot. There's another one of my journaling spots. Just a bit of a ripped number. Little collage there. So that just slips into this pocket. Now this one, I was probably meant to put a tab on this one, so I'll do that to make it easier to see that there's something in there. So this is just a really basic journaling card that I've stuck a ticket onto, and the ticket shows through the window here. Probably could do some stenciling or stamping on that, so I might do that as well. So that fits really nicely, but I do think a little tab would help with that. Just put that in there. Nice writing spot there. Another just layered bit. I loved using these fabrics. I think someone gifted me a whole lot of these fabric scraps, and they came in so handy for this. So this is a flip up. That's what I was going to do. Add some material on the bottom here so you could lift it up with the material. I have to think whether I still want to do that or not. So it can be journaled on this side. And then I used, now I've got them just here. I grabbed a whole lot of these out of the recycle bin at work the other day. They're just little pamphlets, birthday card pamphlet things. So I used one of those and covered it to create this. Used an old ticket so that can be written on. And that slips into this little bit. Now this was all cut out of an envelope too. I just cut the envelope open so it's got this flip up. And there's a flip out here. So it can be journaled on here as well. So, and I just used some stenciling and some more of the Tim Holtz tissue paper there. Wanted to keep this quite flat so that the book's still closed okay. Yeah, I think that was it, no pockets. So just some lovely lace. Another picture on some fabric, journaling spot. That's another one of my scrap busting projects. Some more of Mary's beautiful paper. And then this is a little pocket. Fits in there quite snugly. That's a journaling card I made on last night's video. That's the other side. So that just slips in there. And then up here is also a little pocket there. Now that shows through here, the picture from the card that I've slipped in here. And that can be journaled on. So that just slips in here, like that. And that's the back. Some more Tim Holtz, some scrap lace, scrap fabric, pictures and a ticket. So, and I just put some calico along the spine to reinforce it. So I love how it's turned out. I had heaps of fun making that. I'm going to do some more with different themes in the future. I've got that many envelopes that need to be used up, and it was just a great way to use them. I mean, as I said, a lot of these had been ripped open and everything, but you know, once you cover them up, you can't hardly even tell that they're envelopes. So that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're taking care, and I will see you soon. Bye.